Hey everybody, this is Malex McBlat here, posting my first Wanted video. This is a Wanted video on Pienza, and I'm also doing an attempt at commentary, so I hope that everyone enjoys it. And I hope that the comments that people leave are friendly. If not, I guess there's nothing I can do to stop that. To begin with, I'll be playing as the Priest, and at the beginning of any match, I'm starting with Rapid Reload, Smoke Bomb, and slow-acting poison, and like all champions, start up on that roof, as all champions begin the match running on a roof, even if they end up stopping immediately afterwards and realizing that's not what I wanted to do. Speaking of running, I'm going to let this blacksmith run right into me, running a little too fast for me to try the poison, so I'm just going to go for the quick first blood kill, just get that incognito out of the way, and run a little bit more towards the beginning of the map, or excuse me, the center of the map, trying to draw out my pursuer, but I end up getting a prowler who's behind me, so I end up running away from that. This prowler, I think initially was going to cut back towards the center of the map because it lit up, and I got worried for a second. But as you'll see when Prowler's actually standing still, you'll see when I cut back around, the Prowler is doing a terrible job of standing in a group, just moving around. So I figure I will reward his stupidity by giving him a focused poison and getting a hidden bonus while I'm at it. I also get the variety bonus as well, so that ends up being a 1,300 point kill. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I feel so good, I want to do a little bit of a run, and once I start going for that run, I get terrified because I see that engineer coming at me, and I see I have 15 seconds left until my smoke is back, so my new goal in life is to now stay alive for the now 8 seconds that I have left, and just wait for him to come towards me. I do not want him to kill me while he's in that flower bale. I get very lucky that these throwing knives don't knock me off the corner of this since I was just trying to climb. But as a general rule of thumb, anytime I get hit with throwing knives, I am going to smoke bomb. And immediately I get that other stun on that blacksmith, who I'm sure is very, very, very furious at me at the moment. I can confirm he was through the headset. And then I'm looking for this doctor, and my next goal in life is to get that 3 silent kill streak. That's all I really want in life, and I am fortunate enough that the doctor is going to get knocked to the ground. And once I jostle into the right position, I am able to get a full focus 3 silent kill streak, aerial kill, which is very satisfying. And I immediately run away because I do not want to get killed by that executioner who was just reaching for his blade, his weapon of choice, his axe. I can't even talk now. I see that Prowler coming, that's why I couldn't talk, because I was worried about that Prowler, but I end up getting the Executioner after all, and as I try to run away, I cannot escape that Prowler no matter what I do. So that was a reasonable way to start, 3 minutes in, and I have 3150. I'm certainly not going to complain with that, and I can immediately change to my defensive position, which is Rapid Reload Smoke Bomb, Long-Lasting Smoke Bomb and Rapid Reload Mute. I actually recently made the change to long-lasting smoke bomb, and I love it. I'm absolutely for it. I'm going to hang out in this group just long enough to get the hidden bonus on this same blacksmith, who I'm pretty sure does not like me at all at this point. And then I'm going to, since I am a priest, and this is true for all maps, whether you're playing as the priest or not, call Sanctuary and go to the church. If you claim Sanctuary as soon as you run in there, good things usually happen. We all know about the Church of Squiddish in San Donato. This is actually my new favorite church entirely. This is beaten out my Forley church that I usually like hanging out in. That's because if you hang out in the group that I'm in right now, the first person who walks through that door by themselves, you can get a natural stun on. However, I want you to learn from my mistake. If you have multiple pursuers, don't just run in and try and get one of them. Had I thrown my smoke bomb down, you'll notice I had both of my abilities. If I had thrown smoke bomb, I definitely could have gotten a double stun, seen what I could have done with anyone else. It would have been far more satisfying instead of just getting one natural, trying to show off and show you guys how cool I am, then getting killed immediately afterwards. I do a reasonable job of tracking down this thief, trying to get my revenge. This thief is going to go up onto the building, and the second I see up, I am going to climb up to the side and try to cut that thief off. I am successful at it, which I like, because I get a silent kill, and since I have my revenge, by the 4.5 minute mark into the game, I already have my greater variety, which is pretty nice. And I immediately go back and call Sanctuary in my church. I was not kidding when I told you guys I love it. Having both of my abilities, I have no problem standing in a group by myself and walking around and making myself obvious, because I have no problem running up to someone and using a mute and then hitting them immediately afterwards. That is not going to bother me. And if you guys notice, I'm kind of a cocky bastard, end up doing the exact same thing to this thief, just standing there waiting for them to come to me, get another 200 points, and now my new goal in life is to track down this prowler. I cut towards that engineer, just see if I could get a stun. It ended up not being a pursuer at all. I'm going to do a reasonable job. I'm going to pat myself on the back right here. Way to go, Malex. This is a really satisfying job to get that. First of all, cutting the prowler off because I knew the prowler was going to go back towards the center of the map, and then having enough time to get a hit in. I'm going to pat myself on the back so much so that I'm going to miss out on this engineer entirely, trying to poison my doppelganger. If I just twisted the camera a little bit to the other side, would have been able to be successful. Ended up getting lucky that I didn't get poisoned right there. And in my opinion, sometimes the shortest distance between 2 points is to climb up on a roof and jump there. Sometimes you just have to do that. And all that patting myself on the back I did on the prowler, take all of those points away for what I'm about to do to this blacksmith. Could have gotten a silent kill right there. Instead, I figured I'd just keep on walking, and since I like walking so much, I figured I'd run up and get a discreet kill and fail entirely. And immediately, you'll see it says abilities not available from this position. I was trying to throw my smoke bomb as I jumped up onto that ledge to avoid getting killed by that thief, and it did not work at all. So take away any compliments that you were going to give me for that terrible work I just did. This will end up being frustrating to me in the end, because when you look at the end bonus, I was one acrobatic kill away from having my extreme variety. And you'll see that this doctor, one thing I want you guys to notice when I'm doing this, I at no point am going to start a chase. I don't want to do it. I wait for the doctor to go on the ground, and then I figure out a way to cut the doctor off in the air. And had I gone on the ledge that was right next to me to the right, I would have gotten that acrobatic kill, and it would have indeed led to an extreme variety towards the end of the match. But still, I waited for the doctor to make his move and jump down on the ground, and then followed back. This is my other favorite group to hang in. This is on the complete corner of the map. Is about as far away from that middle area as you can get. And I was lucky enough to get a lure at the same time I got that stun, which was always nice. And so I'm going to bolt back. I'm going to make a terrible mistake here. You guys will notice I definitely got that blacksmith already stunned. There's no way that blacksmith would be attacking me, but that's why I wasted the smoke bomb on the blacksmith in that group, and then ran away. I was fortunate enough to run right into the doctor right here, but as you'll see immediately afterwards, I should have definitely used that smoke bomb a little bit better. I am willing to trade 300 points for 100 points for my opponent, but I should have handled that much better. I hope you guys can realize that if you punch someone in the face 20 seconds before, they're not going to magically appear in front of you as you run away. I see the same blacksmith coming at me, and I have 14 seconds to go about until both of my abilities are ready, so I'm just looking to waste enough time to have that blacksmith come at me, which is exactly why I decided to go up on the chase breaker here. This will give me exactly the amount of time that I need for my ability to reset. I'm going to run away and cause one escape right here. And I technically think, even though it doesn't give it to me, I think this should count as a double escape. Even though it won't. I'm going to be able to mute and get the executioner, but I think that should count as a double. I want that chain bonus a whole bunch, so I'm going to try and cut this doctor off on the roof. But I want to point out again, even though it went too discreet, I am in no rush whatsoever at this point. I know I have a couple of seconds till the kill animation stops, so I'm able to get a silent aerial kill there on that doctor and run into my favorite church. I absolutely adore hanging out in this church. A lot of people like to hang out in the flower area, which is on another corner of the map, just beyond where I would be facing right now. It's a nice place, but you'll notice I screw up terribly on this blacksmith. Had I waited or had just had the camera turned slightly the other way, I would have been able to get a 600-point hidden incognito kill, and instead cost 450
remaining.
points having to run after him due to terrible right thumbstick work on my part. I'm able to get an escape here on this Prowler, which is always nice, and then get just the most frustrating last 10 seconds of my life because I really wanted to grab that engineer, and if I wasn't tripping over those NPCs, I probably would have been able to get away with it. Ended up getting killed by the thief in the end, and as I said, if you take a look at the very end, finished with 8,400, and I'm the 10 stuns, which is nice. I actually ended up with more stuns than everyone else in the match combined, which is always satisfying. But you'll notice that I am just that one acrobatic kill away from that extreme variety, which is frustrating. Probably could have gotten it on that doctor, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I intend to upload many more over the time if there's a nice response. Thanks again for watching. I just want to throw this in there as an added bonus. This is exactly why I tend to use long-lasting smoke bomb over rapid reload smoke bomb. I was initially only looking at the Prowler, wasn't even paying attention to the Ren Fair Hippie, but was still able to get the double stun. Doesn't even matter because I have time with the rapid long-lasting. Was also able to get a nice quick kill here, which was great. And then for all of you Rainy fans, this barber had no idea what hit him. Actually, he does. It was my fist. And just to prove I didn't get poisoned, I decided to leave the video running for a couple of seconds longer. The screen didn't turn green. I didn't just die.